Beloved in the Lord, we are talking of my road from darkness to light. Before I could meet the Lord Jesus Christ, I had participated in a conference or a meeting which took place under the Red Sea in Egypt, and in this meeting there was a strategy called the Programs 2000, which was related to the Antichrist, in other words the last Antichrist. It is he who is the bearer of the mark of the beast. During this meeting I had asked a question which caused the meeting to end in chaos. The question that I had asked Lucifer was this: in the world where we are working there is a name. Each time people quote this name of Jesus there was terrible resistance, and when I say these words there was a deathly silence. Satan could not respond and the meeting was stopped like that. Afterward he asked me to go see the dragon that govern our city in the southern Congo, and also meet the god Zeus. In the pyramid there are 33 degrees, starting with humanism, globalization and democracy. These are Kabbalistic terms. Satan want a world government, being led by the Antichrist, whose name I keep for myself. The Antichrist will be assisted by the false prophet. Given that this character is on earth since 1958, he cannot die, he has to manifest in order to rule the world. This means that the rapture is imminent. In the pyramid of Satan, the first angle represents the world of Satan, which is the world of Pandemonium, meaning the realm of all demon. It is divided in 3 parts. The Tartarus world of fire, the world of Pelium whose capital is the world of Armstrong, and the astral world, that had 3 planes, the physical plane, etherical plane and astral plane. Those who die without Christ goes to the astral world, the headquarter of slaves. The second angle of the pyramid represent the world of 660 gods and goddesses. I was supposed to sign a pact with these gods and goddesses when the Lord Jesus Christ intervene and save me. I am a rescue of the Lord. That's why I am serious and I hit not like in the air. I have no right to make mistake. You and I are saved, and our eternity and fate are in our hand. If we fall short of eternal life in eternal to doom, we will have no one to blame but ourselves, for having trodden the grace of God with our feet. The third angle of the pyramid is made of the astral demons. These are infernal demon of hell. They are the army of Satan that will invade the earth during the Great Tribulation and the reign of the Antichrist. It will be a time of calamity never seen and it will never happen again. This is the devil triangle that face upward, while God triangle face downward, starting with worship, praise and grace. The devil copy it and mixed the 2 triangle to come up with the great pentacle of Solomon, the Star of David, meaning the Pandemonium is fighting worship, for God dwell in the midst of praise and worship, and when he come down in worship there is liberation and healing and the miracle. In order to stop that, Lucifer is targeting worship group and choirs. He has turned worship singer and choirs leader to stars and celebrity, seeking fame, and he sent them the spirit of fornication, so that when the Lord come down in the worship, instead of dwelling in the midst of his people he is forced to punish the worshipper and choir leaders that are sleeping with sisters. The world of 660 demon fight praise, and the infernal demon fight the grace. This Star of Solomon is seen in the flag of Israel called David's Star. In fact all the flag of all the countries contain Satanic pentacle. A pentacle is a Kabbalistic drawing that confer independence from God. The man become his own God. I was accompanied by bodyguards. They were spirits small and called soldiers, given to me by Santus, the princes of the forests. He was the one who gave me these spirits coming straight from the cauldron of hell. Soon we will also talk about the prince of hell, the infernal spirits. I will talk about the ocean diva that initiated me in black magic. She is called Genie in the gods of the dark world who control demons that molest people in the dream, called spiritual wife and husband. She also control the ladies of cemeteries, ladies of toilet and ladies of forest and ladies of the sea. She sent incubus and succubus to possess people and compromise marriage, which is God institution. There are demons that are spiritual husband and wife. There are also witches that use the power of Genie in order to molest people in the dream. Understand that there are consequences of sex in the dream. In many cases the woman will develop disgust for his husband, because of satisfaction from sex in the dream. Spiritual marriage lead to divorce. Sex in the dream provoke abortion and miscarriage and sterility. Sex in the dream can cause death. When your spiritual husband wants you to join him in the realm of water kingdom, there are people who like to have dream of sexual intercourse, ignoring the grave danger that can also be financial. There is class of demon called ladies of bedroom. These are demon of nudity. Today in the street we can see women wearing see-through clothes, legging, mini-skirt and clothes exposing their body because they are influenced by the spirits of bedroom and nudity. These spirits of bedroom are of the order incubus and succubus. They promote oral sex and anal sex, and these demons enter in home where the husband and wife have not honored the marriage by paying the appropriate dowry. They are living in concubinage and fornication. These demons promote the use of condom. This item is a demonic item. Condom come from the world of Satan, the world of Goldis. This dimension send a class of demon called the spirit picker that come collect the condom all over the world in hotels and toilets. People are told to throw condom in the toilet, yet the toilet is called magic post in the satanic world. Demon collect condom in the magic post and take them to the world of Goldis, where they are manufacturing the industries of Satan, and these seed in the condom is mixed with beauty cream, perfume, soap and cosmetic in order to reinforce the power of seduction in the world. The world is using lotion, cream, soap that contain the power of sin and power of seduction, thus the arrival of condom has increased the power of seduction in the world. The goddess Jeanine also gave me the power to cheat virginity. Ladies that were not virgin came to consult me so that their partner would think that they were virgin when they sleep with them, for in Africa virginity is something honorable. I retuned women to virginity, but it was deception of incubus and succubus and the spirit of bedroom, and the husband would not know that her partner is not a virgin. I as low practice abortion when I was a charlatan. I did a prayer and there was bleeding and the baby in the womb of the woman was sent to the bank of baby in the astral world that is governed by the goddess Helen. One day Jeanine told me, "It is time for you to assure us that you are for us. You must marry one of our ladies of the sea, a siren." Upon hearing this, I went to consult my master that initiated me in Diane magic. He told me, marrying an ocean diva is an opportunity to get more power and discover more mystery. Given that Jeanine is a superior spirit, you will tell her that you don't want another woman, except her. When I told Jeanine I want to marry you, not another woman, she said, "No way, I am a superior spirit, it will not work." Since I insisted for months, she gave me a pass to visit her in her world. My master said it's mean that she said yes, but don't panic when you see the splendor of that world. And you must demonstrate that you only love Jeanine and not another woman of that world. On that day I went to the cemetery in the night, for the portal of that world was in the cemetery. I did invocation and the tomb was opened and a white powder rose up, and I traveled to the Pandemonium world. I broke the dimensional wall and entered the world of Satan. I climbed down the staircase and ended up before a road leading to a mysterious kingdom. I traveled to the world of Satan with my body, not with my spirit. At the gate of this kingdom the guard asked me, "Who invited you here and why?" I told them it is the goddess Jeanine Nemai who dwell in this world. I gave them the pass and they made a call for confirmation. This dimension was the world Armstrong. The goddess sent a car that came to pick me. I saw the driver sent by the goddess. He was a skeleton. I don't even know his name even today. The guard said to me, "Your driver has come." When we were riding in the boulevard of this mysterious world, I saw all kind of spirit. Some had the head of bird, other had head of animal like crocodile, snake, but many of these demon were disfigured. I asked the driver, "Why are some of these spirit disfigured?" He told me, "In the world where you come from there is a group of people who have a master. Every time these people call their master, he come and cause all these damages." I asked the skeletal driver, "What is the name of their master?" He said to me, "I told you what you are supposed to know, but I am not the one to tell you that name." In this kingdom I saw a goddess that promote world music. There is power of enchantment, seduction and bewitchment in world music, which is an open door for the Satanic world. World music is a channel of the power of immorality. It is also a cult and worship in honor of Lucifer. When I arrived at the mansion of the gods Jeanine, I was received by two ladies of water. They were extremely beautiful, I mean extremely beautiful. Understand that the ladies of the ocean and the sea have a beauty that you cannot imagine. They often transfer this beauty to women that are their agent in order to send them to church and cause the downfall of pastors. These two ladies offer me a party where we ate chicken and all kind of food. Normally spirit don't need these food. They were just trying to tell me that when you die you will not suffer, you will come to live with us here and enjoy life. This is how the magician and Satanist are deceive. It was a lie to conquer my soul. When the time come, in that feast I drank the champagne Laurent Pierrot's offered to me by these ladies of the ocean. This whiskey is popular on earth but come from the world of Satan like many other drinks such as Guinness. After drinking we went to a room. The two ladies began to seduce me to make me fall. These were seductive ladies with angelic beauty. There was great power of seduction. Brother, you cannot play with the world of Satan if you are not serious with the Lord. I have the inclination to succumb to the seduction of the two ladies, but I resisted them because of the abstinence and fasting I did before this journey. The Bible say run away from seduction. The Bible did not say try to resist seduction, but run away from it. The world of Satan has invested its power in seduction and sexual sins. You can resist the devil and cast away demon, but you should try to resist seduction. You have to flee. When a sister begin to enter your heart, don't try to think that you can resist her, otherwise you will fall in sexual sin. I learned that these two ladies were the goddess Chantal and the goddess Angequeline. Chantal and Angequeline are names of siren. After resisting them they took me to another room where I saw the goddess Jeanine. She congratulated me for resisting the seduction of her two friends. Then we talk about the preparation of our wedding. The dowry was human blood, which is called the water of the Red Sea, meaning that I have to kill a person. I thank the Lord who had forgiven me. The next time when I came to the world Armstrong, it was our wedding day. I was led to a hall full of people. It was the first time for me to see Lucifer that came to attend our wedding. The master of ceremony introduced me to the assistants. This is the husband of the goddess of the sea Jeanine Nemi. When the goddess came we sat before the guest, and the Zyko orchestra from Congo play the music. Since Lucifer was there, rock music was played to please him. It was a song of Elvis Presley that played for him. This music glorifies Satan. The devil is in these rock concert where people pee and urinate. The goddess gave me a ring that I wore. From that day onward I could not love a terrestrial woman. Brother, the Lord forgive our sin, but we may have to endure the consequences of sin. We are allowed to walk in holiness in order to avoid the consequences of sin. These consequences of sin are called in magic and Satanism reclamation. They are people are claimed and reclaimed by evil forces because of sin. On that day the goddess gave me a wedding gift of 2 medallion that had sculpture of demonic beast and reptiles. From that day after wearing wedding ring I was forbidden to even look at another woman. I remember sometime after this marriage, I met a young lady in the street, a daughter of a soldier. She was coming back from school. I courted her and she loved me. When I went back home, to my surprise I found her in my bedroom. I was nervous and told her, "How did you come here? Do you know that you and I are in danger? If my wife see you here we are facing danger." I was rebuking the lady when suddenly the lady changed and became the goddess Jeanine. The lady was actually the goddess that took the shape of the young lady that I was courting in the street. The goddess began to rebuke me and said, "This woman you courted in the street will die. Did you not know that we are married and that you are not supposed to love another woman? You have broken the law that regulate our union. Now you will see what I will do to her." 2 days later I went to see the young lady to tell her that we should put an end to that relationship, but I found people mourning at her place as if someone had died. I learned that the young lady that I courted had died and was buried today. I was the only one that knew that she was killed by this siren of water. That's when I realized that Jeanine was not a human but a demon, an unclean spirit. Brother, we cannot play with demon because their fate and destiny is already sealed by the Almighty, that will cast them to the lake that burn with fire and brimstone. There is no redemption for Lucifer and fallen angels. They are doomed for eternity in the lake of fire. That is why they don't play. The devil cannot be friend of humanity, otherwise he is not the devil. He cannot be faithful, otherwise he is not the devil. He cannot tell you the truth, otherwise he is not the devil. I thought Jeanine was a human and I rebuked her and told her it is finished between us. She said, "You are divorcing me, you will see what will happen to you." In the morning I woke up with my penis that had become disproportionate. My master told me, just cook her the food that she like, everything will be alright. I cook her peanut and banana. When she came she enjoyed the food and everything was fine. This siren of water was insatiable and functioned like a sex maniac, and also brought me clothes that took whatever shape and brand I wanted. She gave me a handkerchief called the 33 power of mummy water. She brought me 3 clothes that was changing to whatever clothes I wanted them to become. She brought me food every day. It was chicken and meat, but there is no chicken and animal in the world of Satan. These are human meat. She told me you don't need to always for my food get this pass to go and eat every day in the world of cemeteries. One day I was working in a hotel Palm Rive near a river. On that day when we arrive in the beach with Brother Stephen, there was the last boat but there was no place. I told Stefan you can go, I will meet you on the other side. They were crossing when I called Jeanine and she came with a magic carpet and we crossed the river thanks to the magic carpet, and arrived before them. They were terrified when they saw me on the other side of the river. They were terrified and spread news about my power, and the news spread. On the 25th December Jeanine and I were supposed to celebrate and honor the god Zeus in universal magic, called Holy Magic Santa Maria. I bought perfume and we did ritual in Zeus' honor. This feast is demonic and has nothing to do with Christian. Revival Church continue to celebrate this occultic date of the rebel angel Zeus, saying they are not celebrating Zeus but the birth of Jesus Christ. A magician that thought was superior to me kept telling I am inferior. Finally I wanted to test this man that dispute with me over power. I gave him a bottle of perfume and told him not to open because of demons that are inside, since he wanted to show me that he was powerful. He opened the perfume on my back and became mad. Immediately the goddess Jeanine called to tell me, the young man has opened the perfume bottle that you gave him, and I striked him with madness. As for me, I just wanted to prove him that I was more powerful than him. In order to turn a person to a madman, the magician summon his spirit and write 0 on the brain of the person, and an arrow is introduced in his brain. If the arrow is pointed forward it is absolute madness and the person won't recover unless the power of God intervened. When I got to his family he was naked and people were trying to control him and he was screaming, I am seeing demon, there are here. His family wanted to beat me but I told them I have the power to return him to his sense. I have power to even dissipate it and there is nothing you can do to me. Your son is a magician and was testing me, that is why he ended up like this. Since they cooperated with me, I did ritual and returned the man to his senses. I had children with this siren, they were called Chantal and Nathalie. These are names of siren. The siren was Caucasian and the 2 girls were white. One day the siren said, the children want you to be permanent in this world with them, but you prefer to live in the surface world. I said, when the time come according to the pact that I had signed, I will leave the earth and come to stay permanently here. Then she said, Tom, let me take you to the world you don't know. We then traveled to the astral world and arrived before a barrier and they let us pass. I saw on the left a place called the Camp of Worker. Before us were 3 main roads. The first road led to the world of slave. The second road led to the world of Guldis and the third led to the world of the deads. After moving for many kilometers we arrived in place where we saw a spirit that had one only eye, on the forehead. He was called the Prince Talhos. He was the ruler of the astral world, the representative of Satan in the astral world. Jeanine told him, we are just visiting. After walking we arrive in place that was called the Oven of Hell, where infernal spirit who maintained the fire of hell were swiped from their sweat. Afterward we got to a place that had 4 buildings. This place was called the Bank of Babies. It is governed by the goddess Helen. I could hear cries of many babies inside. Helen told us, these are babies aborted by men and women. These babies are accusing and reclaiming those who had aborted them. When you abort you will be reclaimed by the baby that you aborted, and the day you die the aborted baby will stop you from entering heaven. These days many women are giving birth to babies that are evil spirit incarnated. These kind of children are cursed and they bring woes to the world. I remember when ladies came to me for babies. Since the devil cannot create, I was heading to the market with the third eye open and was able to see any lady that was pregnant. With my magic wand I just had to touch the wand of the lady to steal the baby and put him in the womb of the lady consulting me. the baby will be possessed because of the way he ended up in the womb. We left the bank of babies and we arrive before the building demon of that work in the oven of hell. Then we enter a tunnel where reptiles were tormenting souls of men. Then we went to a diabolical place called Gereza. It was a prison of souls that were sacrificed to Satan. There is nothing good in the devil other than darkness. When the devil want human blood to reinforce his power, he come to this place asking for 5 liter, that is a human life, or 100 liter meaning many life. People on earth are in this prison. It is here that they are shortlisted for death. I saw people bound in this place. When we left we arrive in a place called the oven. This oven was more than 30 km where souls were brought in order to burn in the oven. When we left the oven we stood on a basin between the abode of the dead and the world of Gouldis. She gave oath to wear in order to walk on the ashes of fire. In the city of fire people walk on the ashes of fire. Then we arrive in kingdom of hell where all the street bore the names of sins, thieves in their street, likewise fornicator and idolater. They were borough of gossiper, liars, haters. In the book of incantation it is written, all priest are magician. Even if he is your brother, understand that he is a magician. It is a fact. This religious organization is a sect established by the devil. I had a book of prayer to Christ the King, the Jesus that is worship in the Catholic. I already talked to you about Semiramis, the demon that is worship in the Catholic Church, this unclean spirit that dwell in the water in the world. Armstrong, she also work in the earth, that's why she is called Beldeline and Queen of Heaven. I also had a book of prayer to Semiramis, the Queen of Heaven. I had a prayer called the Invocation of the 3 Ladies. Every time people wanted to get married to ladies of the sea, I had to pray to the 3 ladies. People had to fast and pray for many days before meeting the ladies of the sea. If those of the devil fast and pray, how much those who are called saint? There are ladies of toilet, chambers, forest, waters. These 3 were of the world of cemeteries. I had the prayer of 3 wise men for astrology. We should be careful with churches that use bogey. This item with its fire has power to attract demon and open the spiritual door. It enable the enchantment to be effective.